Hello everyone, it's Lisa here with Serenity Love, and it is all about self-love. Thank you for joining me. It is Friday, June 19th, 2026 here in the Pacific Northwest of the United States. So wherever you are joining me from, wherever you get to see this, welcome. And this message is timeless, so it does not matter when you have found this video. Know that it is for you, okay? I am so excited because I absolutely love it when Archangel Gabriel comes through for us, and he is here in energy with me today. He is our champion for this series today. He has a message and a couple of pretty powerful questions, important, that are tied together to give one some wonder, some thought, as well as, explanation. So let's just get right to it, shall we? He says, pause and take stock of all things around you. Do you have gratitude for all you see? Be appreciative for all that's been given, and more will come. Okay? So let's read that once more. Pause and take stock of all things around you. Do you have gratitude for all you see? Be appreciative for all that's been given, and more will come. Okay? Right. Well, I'm grateful for this series and for each and every one of you. Thank you. All right. His first question is with, and this is my new deck. Sorry, I'm looking for the name of it. Return to the Self. Beautiful, beautiful deck. It's new to me. I'm still working with this, working through it, learning what Spirit is guiding me to understand what these cards are. So, be patient with me if need be. But anyway, I love it. The artistry is gorgeous, and I say that every time I get to use this deck because it's extraordinary. And I'm going to give kudos again to the illustrator, who is Darren T. Ellison. I highly recommend this deck. It's just beautiful if it calls to you. Okay. All right, the first question is, how do you know if your heart is open and receptive to the newness all around you? How do you know? Right? How do you know if your heart is open to it and receptive? So that's what we're going to find out. What does that look like, feel like, Gabriel is going to tell us. He's going to help us understand. Okay? How do we know if our heart is open and receptive to the newness all around us? First card, Quiet Rebellion. Let me show it to you. Quiet Rebellion. Beautiful. It says boundaries, peace, defiance. Peace in the loudest protest. Or peace is the loudest protest. So how do we know if our heart is open and receptive? Is when we're quiet and we're still and we're listening for the heart and not through the mind. Our quiet rebellion. The rebellion is we're rebelling against the mind, against the ego. Okay? And we're circling our energy. We're creating a vortex of power from the heart. That's what I'm feeling here. We're creating a circular vortex of power that's coming from the heart, and we're feeling into that. And we're quiet and we're still, and we can hear more clearly then. Okay? Beautiful. Oh, not that one. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay, the next one is the light within. Illumination, clarity, and love. You don't chase light, you are it. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. So this is about being balanced. This is about balance and being within. Again, also being, hearing 444, knowing that you are surrounded with the light. The angels are with you. You are never alone. and staying balanced, emotionally balanced. That's what I'm getting from where there's a little disruption here in the sun or this moon. I guess I'd say that's probably the moon. There's a little disruption, so we want to stay balanced because the moon helps us with balance, right? Okay, so we stay balanced and focused internally, and when we are, the universe, all the stars and everything around here, the universe will provide. And that's perfect with the 444, right? Because four is about your foundation, but 444 is all about being surrounded with the angelic support and to help. Okay, so that when you're still and you're within, you are surrounded and you know it and you can feel them, and so you know your heart is open and you are receptive. Okay, here we go. Next one is echo of the heart. Okay, emotion, reflection, and truth. Every feeling carries a message of return. I hope you can see that. Oh, I get it really close, but then I realize that the camera is up here, so sorry. Okay, so echo of the heart. Okay, that what we're our vibration, what we're reverberating out into the world, right? Look at how we're feeling. Look at what we're putting out into the world. That's what all these little vibrations, they're vibrations, you know, echoes of our heart. What are we putting out there? If we're putting out joy and positivity and love, we're going to be open. Our heart then is open to newness. If we're putting out a lot of negativity, you know, attachments like fear or doubt or lack, those vibrations are going to block us from being open and hearing more clearly, right? Okay, so vibrating highly, raising our vibration, feeling positive, turning those negatives into a positive, then our heart will be open and we can hear more clearly. Okay. Timelines. Ooh, timeline threads, destiny, connection, and cycles. Your path was always weaving you home. Okay, so this is being on the right timelines. Here's this card. Isn't this beautiful? They're just beautiful. Oh, beautiful artistry. Gosh. Being on the right timeline. So being present in this moment. That's what this is all about. Being present in this moment. Making sure that we're not creating false timelines, that we're walking the timeline that is of our highest and best. And again, that is about being heart-centered. That is about being positive and raising our vibration and putting out positive, you know, positive vibrations, positive energy into the world. So that way everything is open and we can then hear and see clearly everything that is around us, right? And, you know, bringing that full circle into, you know, being grateful. Can we see the gratitude in everything that we have? Are we grateful for it? I'll tell you, we've had some fires in my area here just very recently, and, you know, people lost their homes. And I do take stock of the fact that I am safe. My family is safe. My animals, all of my caring connections are safe. And I just put that out and I manifest that and I keep bringing that forward, right? And I am grateful for that fact that we are safe from those fires. So knowing what you're putting out there, right? Walk the correct timeline. Remove false timelines and be present in this moment. Okay? Okay. One more. Whoops. Nope. There was two with that one. Okay. The first card is the quiet flame. Purpose, stillness, and devotion. And this is just, and these go together, these two cards. So the golden thread. Destiny, unity, and meaning. Everything you touch becomes part of your return. So quieting the mind keeps you in the present moment. And this is all about what we just talked about, the timeline threads of being in the present moment in the current timeline, not creating false ones. And getting yourself back to the current timeline allows you to be most open, receptive to new things around you. And that flame within you then grows, right? The flame of God, that the peace of the Creator that is within each and every one of us, who chooses to see it and to bring it forward, okay? But to be present is the key. And that's what I'm hearing here, being still and present, okay? Still and present. Now, the next question goes with this, right? It goes right along with this question, and it will be answered by, oh my goodness, the Energy Oracle deck, sorry. Brain fart there all of a sudden. The question is, why is this important? Why is it important to be hearts, to have an open heart and receptive to newness? If you're newly awakening and, or even still, we need a good reminder, right? Why is it important? Like, I could probably start listing off a dozen things of why, but I want to know what Spirit wants each of us to know. What is important, and or why is this important? Because whatever they're going to share with us is what matters in this moment, right? Because you have to be able to see and have some victories in your life, to feel that reward of all the hard work. This is powerful. You put forth the effort and you keep going day after day after day. And you need to feel like you're getting somewhere. Right? So why is keeping your heart open and receptive to the newness important? Because it will give you the victories that you deserve, and it will show you that every step you are taking is worth it. It's worth the risk. I'm sorry, I'm very emotional. That was... You know what? This wouldn't have been one of those dozen I had thought of. See, this is why this is important. Thank you, Gabriel. I'm so grateful. Whew. So why is having our heart open important? Because it allows us to see adjacent possibilities, right? So we're not stuck in the mind of the ego saying, it's always been this way, it's gonna still be this way. No, we want to see new experiences. So having our heart open will allow us to be able to see new ways of thinking, of seeing, of being, adjacent possibilities. Yes. It's also important because it allows us to use our strategies to recognize the right strategy in the moment that it's needed, okay? 1313, very important, because our strategies, and so I'm going to take you back for a second because this is pretty cool. This is about a year ago, maybe. I did a creative release workshop with my mentor, and the image that came through for me was about strategy. And so I painted this image of, in regards to the different strategies and whatnot. And the next day they had me write down 3 pages, literally 3 pages, 3 like this 3 pages of strategies I could use to make sure that I could stay on track when my world is in chaos and I needed to stay aligned. And I fall back on that. In fact, I probably got it. I do. I got them. I look at them often. Oops, knocked those cards over. I want to show you strategies. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 3 full pages of things that can, to think about. So when they say strategy, this is not little. They've given us what we need. And I'm certain that if I sat down and I asked for more, I could have more. I can probably have another 3 pages, right? Like, there are so many things that they work through us with and help us with. So if you don't have your list of strategies of what to do, I encourage you to sit down and talk to Spirit and have them help give you your list of important things that are vital for you, okay? But why is having your heart open important? Because those strategies will be immeasurable in those moments, because you'll be able to see them and you'll remember, okay? Yeah, wow, there it is. Door to romance, okay? So having your heart open is important, because otherwise, well, it can get caged up, and then, you know, and locked away, and we can't feel all that needs to happen in that moment. Okay, so having it open allows emotions, you know, to be present, so we can feel those emotions. Okay, can you see that? And it allows love to bloom and to transform and to grow, and it allows for communication. The 3-3 communication allows for communication. Okay. Okay. And last card of why is it important to know if your heart is open and receptive? Because you can speak your world into being. If you know what your heart needs, you speak it into your reality. Bring forth everything that you need. That is powerful, because you, my friend, are a very, very powerful creator. Did you know that? Did you know that? Because you create your reality, and whether it's positive or negative and whatever's surrounding you is because of the things that you're thinking and that you're calling into your reality. So call forth all the things that your hearts desire. Speak that louder and louder and louder against the shadow and what the shadow tries to do. You are powerful. This was a big deal. This card is huge. And in the moment that you really, truly recognize what you're capable of, game changes. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you, Gabriel, for all of this. I am so grateful. This was a very important message, and I hope that it finds all the right people. And if you made it all the way through, just comment a heart, would you? You don't have to say anything else. Just put a heart in the comment. And I know that you heard this message, and that sending that love to Gabriel and to God. All right? From my heart to yours. Take care.